Okay, so in this video, we're going to discuss the Borda count method. The Borda count method is a points method where every position of the preference table gets awarded points. So if we look at this, you can see that I've already listed the points here. That's usually not given to you. It is your job to start with the last place and give it 1 point. And then as you go up each place, increment by 1 point. So we see here, fourth place is worth 1 point, third place is worth 2, second place is worth 3, first place is worth 4. And that means that candidate W is getting 17 votes, because that's what this column is, times 4 points because of the position W is in. And then over here, you would say candidate W is getting 13 votes at 1 point. So we would add that to it. 13 votes times 1 point. And then we would take candidate W here, 11 votes at 2 points. So we would add 11 times 2. And then candidate W here gets 10 more votes at 2 points. So we would see that W is equal to 17 times 4 plus 13 times 1 is 13, plus 11 times 2 is 22, plus 10 times 2 is 20. So we see that candidate W would get 123 points in this election. And we would do this for each of the candidates individually, and we would say whoever has the most points wins. So they want us to find the winner using the Borda count method. We've already found that W has 123 points. Let me just double check. That's what I wrote. So now we want to find the next candidate. We'll say, all right, X. If we take candidate X, we see that's 17 times 1 plus 13 votes times 3 plus 11 votes times 1 plus 10 votes times 4. So that means that X is equal to 17 plus 39 plus 11 plus 40. (17 plus 39 plus 11 plus 40), and that gives us 97. All right, let's erase everything out of here. And now we will move on to candidate Y. We see that Y has 17 votes times 3 points, 13 votes times 4 points, plus 11 votes times 3 points, plus 10 votes times 3 points. That's equal to 17 times 3 plus 13 times 4 plus 11 times 3 is 33 plus 10 times 3 is 30. We see we get 166 points. And now we have candidate Z. That is 17 times 2 plus 13 times 2 plus 11 times 4 plus 10 times 1. That gives us 34 plus 26 plus 44 plus 10. 34 plus 26 plus 44 plus 10. We have 74 points. So we can say that Y came in first, W came in second, X came in third, and Z came in fourth place using the Borda count method. And you can see that every position in the ballot is worth points, not just the top position. And if we look at this, we could say, well, who would have won this by plurality method? By plurality method, it would have been candidate W, but using the Borda count method, we take, if you look at Y, notice that Y is second place, first place, second place, second place, because Y didn't get the most first place votes, but it got a lot of second place votes, and we can see that W got a lot of third and fourth place votes, so it wasn't liked by many other voters, just by this one group. So we can see how the Borda count method takes all of the considerations of the voters into its calculation, and this is meant to provide the voters with a better result. And the better result means that more of the population will be happy. And again, look, most of the population is putting, or all of the population is putting Y as their top two choices. They will be happier than this part of the population getting W as the winner because they had W in their bottom two choices. So the next question, is there a Condorcet candidate or violation? We have to do head-to-head comparisons then. So W versus X, W versus Y, W versus Z, X versus Y, X versus Z, and Y versus Z. So if we're looking at just W and X, we see that W gets 17, X gets 13, W gets 11, and X gets 10. That's 28 to 23. W wins that head-to-head competition. If we're looking at W and Y, well, W gets the first 17, Y gets the 13 in the second column, Y gets 11 from the third column, and 10 from the fourth. So Y wins. In the third competition, W gets 17, Z gets 13, Z gets 11, and W gets 10. So W wins. In the fourth competition, Y gets the 17 and the 13 and the 11, and X gets the 10. So Y wins. Between X and Z, we have 17, 13, 11, and 10. Z wins. And between Y and Z, we have 17, 13, 11, and 10. Y wins. And we can see that Y beat all others in a head-to-head. So Y equals the Condorcet candidate. And if we go back to the previous slide, we see that Y was the Borda count winner. So since both the Condorcet and the Borda winner are both Y, we say no violation. If we selected our winner by plurality, then W would have won by the plurality method, and that would have a violation because we'd say, well, Y beats everyone head to head. W only got 17 votes. That was more than anyone else with first place votes, but it would not be the better choice. But using the Borda count method, we saw that Y won using the points method, and that matches the Condorcet outcome. So we're satisfied with the results, and we say there's no violation because these two match. All right, so here's another example. You could work this one out on your own. So pause the video, work it out. Once you've finished it, unpause it to check the answer. So I'm putting 1 point for third place, 2 points for second place, 3 points for first place. And we see that A has 22 votes at 3 points, plus 19 votes at 1 point, plus 18 votes at 1 point, plus 12 votes at 3 points. All right, so that's 66. plus 19 plus 18 plus 36. We have 139 points for A. B has 22 votes at 1 point, 19 votes at 2 points, 18 votes at 3 points, and 12 votes at 2 points. $138 points. Ooh, that was close. It's a 1-point difference. And candidate C has 22 votes at 2 points, 19 votes at 3 points, 18 votes at 2 points, and 12 votes at 1 point. And 149. So we see that C is the Borda count winner. C equals Borda winner. And that's all this question was asking, for you to demonstrate that you know how to find the Borda winner. So that's the end of the video. Take notes, do the practice worksheet, check your answers with the answer key. Then email me if you have questions. All right?